What's up, guys? Welcome back out here to the garage. We got the OBS back out here. We're going to do a little bit of work on the sound system. I found a small problem that we need to address pretty quickly before it becomes a big problem. Let's go check it out and get started. If you guys have been following along with the OBS series, you know that I went through and did a pretty elaborate stereo system in the old girl. I got a nice little head unit. I replaced all of the factory speakers with upgraded speakers, and I added some components down here in the floorboard. I also added 2 sundown 10s, and that's kind of where our problem's coming into play. See, these cabs are little. They're little, and I'm not a big guy, but I'm 6 foot tall. So I got to have the seat back quite a ways. I thought I was good. I thought the seats were far enough forward to not damage the speakers, but I found this. Got a little bit of a nick right here on the surround on this one, and the driver's side is much worse. I'll have to move the seat forward so you can see it, but it's significantly worse. Let me get over there. Let me move that seat up, and then we'll see the damage. All right, it's not the brightest in here, but you can see that the surround is actually starting to peel off. It's just the outer coating, so it's not really, doesn't have a hole or anything, but I don't want it to become one. So that's what we're going to address today. We're going to try to get that fixed up. The unfortunate side of this is that box is heavy. The box itself is heavy, and then the 2 sundown 10s add quite a bit of weight. It's probably over 100 pounds. And with the center console in place and the seats and me by myself, I'm not getting that out, not without damaging something. So the plan is to remove the seats, to install the next part of this project, which I'm going to show you right now. I picked up a set of grills, and these are massive, which is cool because they're from the company Massive, the same ones that make the big subs. These are the tallest ones I could find. They have like 2 inches of clearance here because these sundowns have quite a bit of extension because of the type of sub they are. They're for sound pressure. They're big boys. So this one, I hope, is going to have enough of a standoff to not let the sub hit the surround or hit the grill, which is going to defeat the purpose of the grill if it does. So that's kind of what we're going to do. We're going to get these mounted up, and then I can push the seat back all the way against these as hard as I want, and the sub still has room to breathe. I've got to get the other one put back together because they ship them completely apart. Like, you have to, full assembly required. Not some, full. So I'm going to get the other one put together so we have 2. And then I'm going to work on pulling these seats out. It's just 4 bolts per seat and a little plug harness on that side for the power seat. So those will come out of the way because I'm not going to be able to get a drill or a screwdriver or anything in here to get to those screws. And that's as far as the seat goes forward. So we're going to pull them out, put our grills on, slap the seats back in, put them back where they're supposed to be, and cruise. Let's do it. All right, so I'm already running into a small problem. When I put this one together, everything went perfectly fine. All the screws are tight, everything's snug, there's no gaps. This one, however, same company, ordered at the same time. As you can see here, it's taking the threads right off the end of the screws when I try to bottom it out. So this one bottomed out almost. This one's pretty solid. This one's still loose. And both ends of this one has done the same thing. It seems as though they did not thread deep enough into these ends, because I don't think it's bottoming out. I think it's running out of thread by the way the screws look. So other reviewers have mentioned they've put little washers between this plate and this in order to space it out. But I have a tap and die set. I'm going to attempt to run a die or a tap in there and see if I can get a little more thread on it and see if that fixes the problem as opposed to putting spacers. Because even though it's just a minor little washer, it's still going to be pushing the seat out further than it already is, and I'm trying to avoid that. So let's get the tap and die set real quick and see if we can get these cleaned up. All right, I got the tap and die sets out. I had a little bit of trouble trying to figure out which one it actually was because the screws themselves won't really screw into any of the dies to get an accurate reading. But this tap screws in fairly easily, and it's an M4 with a 0.7 thread pitch, just like this die is. So that's the matching tap. So I can get it started in here. It goes in a handful of times before it starts to bind up, so I think that's good. I think it's a combination of the paint on the screws and maybe the powder coat down in the holes, like they didn't block the holes off before they powder coated it. So I'm going to throw a little bit of lube in each one of these and kind of run this tap in there as far as I can get it to go. Try to clean these threads up so we can get it to actually work. I've already ruined 2 of these screws, but I think I have at least 1 left over from the other set. So hopefully I have enough to get it done. If not, I've got tubs of random screws. I just have to find one that matches. So I'm going to get that knocked out. Shouldn't take very long. And then we'll try it again. Well, that worked out pretty good. That M4 0.07 tap went right in there, cleaned them up. That is one heck of a forearm workout, I'll tell you that much. But it's done. We're good to go. They're all tight. It's fairly squared up. I think I got it straight. I'm just cleaning off all of the spray lube that I put on there. So now we're ready to take the seats out of the truck and get started installing these guys. All right, so I got my air ratchet here. That's the only thing I got with low enough clearance to be able to get under these seats without a bunch of hassle. I got my little socket I'm gonna throw on there. Air line's ready to go. I just had to replace the feed line from the compressor in the other garage over to this. So hopefully it has the volume to run this ratchet. I haven't tried it yet, so let's see. Give you guys a little look at what we're working out here, because it's going to be really hard to get me, you, and everything inside this cab so you can see what I'm doing. So this is our cover, and it's just going to go right over our speaker, just like that. At least that's the plan. I'll mess with it a little bit to make sure that everything's straight and square and looks good, and send it home. And then we can reverse everything. So I'm going to set you up where hopefully you can see something, but I'm not really sure how much you're going to be able to see. All right, so that attempt failed. So I got a drill bit now. The screws just would not go in without slipping and possibly punching a hole in the surround, and that's not what we want. So I got a drill bit now. I'm going to start the pilot holes with the drill bit and then run the screws in. Try this again. That process seemed to work out pretty good. A quick little pilot hole with this tiny little drill bit, and then the screws run right in. I think I got it pretty straight and square as best as I can. At the angle I'm at, you're not going to be able to see it because it's behind the seat, but it's solid now. I'm going to do the same process on the other side and get it set up. I would like to do a test fire just to make sure that it's not going to hit here, but the seat bolt is my ground for my amp, so can't do that until I put the seat back in. I'm going to knock out that other side real quick, and then we'll check out the total package, and then start putting the seats back in. All right, driver's side is installed and complete. Everything's good. I'm going to go ahead and take the opportunity while I have the seats out to grab the vacuum and just kind of do a once over. It hasn't been vacuumed out in quite a while. So I'm going to knock that out real quick, throw the seats back in, and then we'll get an idea how far back we can go and how much we can smash before we run into problems. So I'll get that knocked out real quick, and then we'll get the seats back in. All right, we got everything put back together. The seats are actually further back than they were before when I was trying to not press on the speakers. So that's great, because it was a bit snug under the dash with my long legs. Let me grab this light here, and hopefully you guys will be able to see. There's some space there. The grill's doing its job. I did have to kind of tuck the upper part of the seat. This light is not working the way it should. This seam here, which is the bottom of the seat back right there, is I kind of had to tuck it into the rail of the grill because it was sticking through it and still touching the speaker. So it might be easier to see on the other side. But the seats are back in a comfortable position. The bass hits like no other. I ran through some bass test tracks off of Spotify and started making my teeth chatter. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to consider this one done, mark it off the list, and move on to the next project. Well guys, as always, thank you for hanging out with me here in the garage. This project was fairly simple, aside from the little hang up, the snag we had with the threads on those grills. But it was a simple fix. We had the right tools and we were able to knock it out. I really am happy with the changes. We have to protect our investments, and we have to make sure that we don't cause any damage that can be prevented. So this is a huge step, and it's going to help save my subs and make them last quite a bit longer. If you guys enjoy this content with whatever I get into next, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. That way you get updates, let you know when I post new videos. But for now, guys, we're going to go ahead and send this one off. It's done, marked off the list. You guys have a good one and rock on.